Hi, welcome back to Wallflowers, and today being Friday, it's time for our Friday haul. So I'll start as normally do. I've done the totals, how much I've paid, how much it would have cost and how much it would have saved. I've saved. So today I've managed to get 5 pastries, donuts, apple slice, a croissant, 5 items altogether. It would have cost me £2.50, and again I managed to get it for free. I got 3 pain au chocolat. I got those for free and they would have cost me £2.50. I also got a small tiger bread, but we've eaten it for tea. We've had soup and tiger bread and there's literally a tiny little bit left, and it was delicious. I got it for free and it would have cost me £1.10. I also got a Hovis loaf, again for free, should have cost me £1.40. And I also got a Warburton's loaf. The Warburton's cost me 20p and it should have cost me £1.40. Or should I say it would have cost me. Next on the list, I haven't got enough room on the island, so I'm trying to use the other space too. I got some focaccia paninis and I got 4 packets of those for free, and they look absolutely delicious. They will be going straight in the freezer. I got them for free and they would have cost me in total £5.32. Wonderful. I also managed to get a 9-pack of crumpets. They've cost me 20p and they would have cost me £1.15 in the supermarket. Next on the list was a wonderful thing. I got some of this last week and it's creamy blue, basically mouldy cheese is what we call it. I like a Stilton. I like to use it in cooking, and Oscar likes to eat it as is with crackers, and he really enjoyed last week's one. And this whole box of this cheese was free today. Now, had I purchased that in the supermarket, it would have cost me £16.80 just for those 6. It's only a small portion, but it's deliciously creamy. I also got a small tin of chicken breast. I got one of those last week and I bought another one as put away staples for the pantry. That cost me 20p. Had I bought it in the supermarket, it would have cost me £2. We also got a tin of big soup. Mr. Wallflowers and I really couldn't be bothered cooking the evening tea today, so we took another one from the pantry, put it with that, and we had big soup and the tiger bread for our evening meal, and we enjoyed it. So it was just something light, but it was what we needed today. I've paid 20p for the tin of big soup. It was lamb and vegetable. Had I bought it in the supermarket, it would have cost me £2 per can. I got small tins of spaghetti bolognese for free. As I've told you many a time, Oscar will use these as a side dish with the meal. I got those free. Had I bought them in the supermarket, they would have cost me £5.60. Next on the list is a small jar of maple peanut butter. It's hiding under the biscuits. So I paid just 50p for this small jar of maple peanut butter, and it's just ample enough to bring out at a time. And I like to buy it in these small glass jars because I can actually reuse these glass jars. So I paid 50p for this. The yellow sticker indicates 50p. Had I bought it in the supermarket, the equivalent of that, with it being maple peanut butter, would have cost me 60 pence. So a 10p saving is a 10p saving. Next on the list is the eggs. Now, in this particular food initiative, you just get 3 eggs. So there's enough to go around for everybody. I paid 20p for those 3 eggs. Had I bought them in the supermarket, it would have cost me 83 pence. A treat bag of Doritos. We'll be eating with hummus or some dips. I paid 42 pence for that. Had I bought it in the supermarket, it would have actually cost me £2.50. Excuse me. I also bought a small box of Celebrations chocolates. You can see it's 3 points on the outside. I've actually paid £1.26. Had I bought them in the supermarket, they would have cost me £4.18. I've got my eldest son in the corner of the room pulling funny faces, trying to set me off. But
he's after some apple juice.
Talking about the apple juice.
The apple juice.
You can give him the lighter one. He can take a glass.
It's a good drink, that apple juice, isn't it?
It is. I'm glad you're enjoying it. They were 30 pence each, so 2 for 60 pence on the apple juice. Had I bought them in the supermarket, it would have cost me £1.39 for the 2 of them. Nearly pouring a glass of it.
How was that one?
He's enjoying it. Today I got half a Savoy cabbage, and it looks lovely. I spent 20 pence on that. Had I bought it in the supermarket with only being half of the cabbage, it would have cost me 50 pence. A tube of Pringles, original flavour. I paid 20 pence for those. If I'd bought them in the supermarket, it would have been £1.85. Absolutely amazing. And the 3 breakfast cereal bars. Oscar will probably put one each day in his packed lunch and take them with him and have them for 11s. I got those for free today. Had I bought them, it would have cost me £1.12. And I also bought 4 Mars. So I spent £2, 50 pence each per Mars. Had I bought them in the supermarket, it would have cost me £3.40 for all 4 of them together. And a small bar of chocolate, here it is. I paid 20 pence for that small bar of chocolate today, and it would have actually cost me 36 pence in the supermarket. So again, a 16 pence saving. This rather large box of Frosties. I saw this and I thought, that's a really large box. I'm quite happy with that. So it's a maxi box. I paid just 40 pence for that box today. Had I bought it at the supermarket, it would have been £3.29. And a pack of Frankfurter hot dogs. Now I got those for just 50 pence today. In the supermarkets they cost £1.98. Amazing. And I also bought the Horseshoe smoked sausage. As you can see, it's 4 points. So that indicates I've spent £1.68 on the smoked sausage, and that would have cost me £2.25 in the supermarket. When I went into one of the food initiatives today, the lady said there are some cooked sausages in the fridge. She said, if you'd like to take them and taste them and let me know. She said there's no packaging labelling on them, so we can't sell them. But if you'd like to take those, you're more than welcome. So I thought, certainly, you know, Oscar and I'll have those on a sausage toastie in the morning and try them out. So they were completely free of charge. But I think if I had bought those in the supermarket, they would have cost me approximately £1.50. This was a treat for Mr. Wallflowers because he absolutely loves this syrup. So it's golden syrup. It's a 2 item, so that means it cost me 84p. In the supermarket it would have cost £1.75. As you know, I always try and pick up toiletries, and there was only one toiletry today, and it was a tube of toothpaste. I've paid 20p for this today, and in the supermarkets it would have been £1.98. The amazing ham. I bought a smaller version of this last week, and Oscar really enjoyed it on his sandwiches, so I bought the kilo this week, which was double the amount. It's delicious ham. We've had it in several meals also. I've paid £4 for that kilo of ham today. Should I have bought it in the supermarket, for that quality and that weight, it would have cost me £15. Amazing. £11 savings just on that ham alone. Absolutely amazing. And I also got these gammon slices. They're only thin gammon rings, but they look absolutely delicious, and I've got 2 lots of that. So I've paid, it was 2 items for 1, so I've paid 42p and got all of those, which is 8 gammon rings for 42p. Had I bought that in the supermarket, it would have cost me £8. So again, £7.58 savings just on that product alone. I managed to get some beef burgers again, and we really enjoy these, don't we? Just cheap beef burgers, but we like them. I've paid 20p for those, and they would have only cost £1 in the shops, but an 80p saving. And bacon. I've paid 60p for the bacon. The bacon would have actually been £2.99 in the supermarket, so a £1.39 saving. We've been running short of tomato sauce. I managed to get 2 bottles of the tomato sauce, and they were 2 for £1 today. Had I purchased them in the supermarkets, they would have actually cost me £7.16 for the 2 of them together. Absolutely bizarre. It's crazy how the prices are shooting up in the supermarkets. And the best deal of the whole day, if you can just come in a bit closer, Mr. Wallflowers. So this is a 40 box of rich tomato chicken savoury pastries. I'll lift one out for you. As I say, it's times 40, and these are chicken and rich tomato pastries. Now we'll have those for lunches, and they will be taken for pack lunches. Now I paid £5 for this box. They'll go in the freezer and be brought out if and when.
You've got 4 stickers on.
Oh, sorry, £4. Sorry, I got that wrong. Just finding where I'm up to. Just bear with me, I've just lost my thread. Okay, so I paid £4 for those, and had I bought that bulk buy in the supermarket, it would have cost me £20. So obviously that's
That was a conservative estimate.
Yeah.
We made it out of 50p each.
Yeah, so that was a £16 saving, but I'm sure it probably would have cost a lot more, but we rounded it off to £20. That's the best bulk buy of the day. Absolutely amazing, and we'll thoroughly enjoy them. You won't eat them, will you? Because
No.
it's chicken, but Oscar and I will. I also bought a Flash floor cleaner. I paid £1 for that today. Had I bought it in the supermarket, it would have cost me £2.50. And I bought a jar, cheap and cheerful, of sweet and sour sauce. I've paid 30p for that jar. It would have been £1.20 in the supermarket. And one of my little favourites is the mint sauce. So again, I've paid 30p for the mint sauce. Had I bought it in the supermarket, it would have been 53 pence. So still a 23 pence saving. I bought beef paste. Sometimes yourself or Oscar likes this on toast, don't you? So I've spent 30 pence on this jar of beef paste. Had I bought it in the supermarket, it would have been 60 pence, so 30 pence saving. A small tin of sardines and tomato sauce, again for our prep supply, stocking in the pantry. And we do eat them. I've paid 30 pence for them, and in the supermarket they would be 55 pence. A tin of chicken meatballs. Sometimes they go up to our other son and he quite enjoys them. I've paid 30 pence for that tin, and they would have cost 87 pence in the supermarket. And the same again, a tin of hot dogs. I've paid 30 pence for those, and they would have cost 70 pence in the supermarket. Amazing. A jar of tomato and garlic sauce. I've paid 30 pence. It would have cost 69 pence. A jar of honey. I've paid 30 pence for that. It would have been 75 pence in the supermarket. And a bottle of vinegar. There was a funny tale. I wanted to replenish our vinegars today. The first food initiative I went into today had a bottle at least half the size of this, and they wanted 42 pence. And although 42 pence is exceedingly cheap, I decided to hang on until we went to the next supermarket, and I found initiative. I found the proper size bottle for just 30 pence, so I saved myself 12 pence for double the amount of vinegar. That's how we roll. 12 pence is a lot. So I paid 30 pence for that. Would have cost only 35 pence in the supermarket, but I've saved myself 5 pence. Had I bought the first bottle for 42 pence, I would have been diddled. So I was right in waiting. I also got Oscar some barbecue sauce because he enjoys that. I've paid 30 pence for the barbecue sauce, and in the supermarket it would have cost 89 pence. 2 packs of green beans that we eat for our Sunday lunch this week were on the free table. And I thought, yes, we'll enjoy those. So I picked those up. Had I bought them together in the supermarket, it would have cost me £2.50. And a bag we've had before from this place. This was on the free table, and it's a large vegetable stir fry. It was delicious last time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We thoroughly enjoyed it. So as I say, I got that off the free table. Had I bought it, it would have been £1.50. A small pack of noodles. I've paid 30 pence for those. They would have been 35 pence in the supermarket, so just a 5 pence saving. And a cheese pasta sauce. Again, Oscar likes these as sides for his meal. I paid 30 pence, and they would have cost 60 pence in the supermarket. I can't wait to tell you the totals of savings and costs on this. Just a few to go. A bag of cherry tomatoes, 250 grams. I paid 30 pence, and they should have cost me 90 pence in the supermarket. A pack of fig rolls, they'll go in pack lunches. I paid 30 pence for those. They would have cost 55, so it's a 25 pence saving. 2 packets of jam and creams, which we will eat in the live streams that we do of the weekend, so they're the live stream treats. I've paid 30 pence per packet for the jam and creams. Had they been bought together in the supermarket, it would have cost me £1.30. Amazing. 2 packs of icing, so the fondant icing, and it actually says by Amazon. So they were on the free table. Again, there was quite a few items on the free table today, And had I bought them from Amazon, they would have cost me £6.56 for the two of them. We got 1 litre of the caramel sauce. Now I've had this before. It's really nice on ice cream and desserts and on Oscar's brownies, etc. Now again, that was found on the free table, and we searched for a price to compare it, and there was none anywhere, and we finally found one on eBay, and it was the only one we saw to get a comparison price, and it was £9.99. And we couldn't find it anywhere else, could we?
No.
Excuse me. I know this was more of a saving than that one, I think. So these were on the free table, and they are olives by Ollie's, and they are lemon and thyme green olives. Oscar opened a packet earlier. He said, let's try them, Mum, see if we like them. So the three of us had a taste test, see if we liked them. And Oscar went off with the rest of the packet and completed it. So from that, we actually enjoyed them. So I'm thinking of either taking them all out and canning them in jars, or just leaving them in the sufficient packages they've come in. The date has only just gone by. The date was December 24th, and as you know, we don't follow the date, so they'd be good for a year or two yet in that packaging. So there was 12 packets in each box, and as you can see, there's 2 boxes. I got them for free off the free table, but had we purchased them, they would have been £20 per box. £20 per box, so that's a £40 saving on finding those olives. And we love our olives, don't we? Another apple juice. I think I got the apple juices in the wrong order. I paid 60p for that apple juice, and it would have cost me £1.39. And last but not least on the list, these were also on the free table. So they're Moaning syrups. One's raspberry tea, and the other is a popcorn flavour. So we can add those to ice cream, popcorn, make juice drinks with it, a whole number of things. Coffees, they're just syrup flavours. I got them for free. Had I actually purchased all 4 bottles of those, it would have cost me £35. £35, that's crazy. Now, if I'd have gone out shopping, there's quite a few items here I wouldn't have necessarily spent my money on. I certainly wouldn't have picked up 4 bottles of syrup juice, but because they were on the free table, and I know as a family we can use them over the next 2 years or so, and we're happy to keep them and store them for that amount of time, it's a shame for me to say no. I might as well have that to offer my family for treats. The summer will be coming soon. We're 4 or 5 weeks away from the spring. It will be ice cream time. It will be, fancy juice time. For me to have them in stock and be able to use will be a bonus. So I'm not going to say no. I probably wouldn't have bought these amounts of olives, etc., but they were on the free table, and for me to say no and carry on buying a couple of jars of olives here and there, it's silly of me. So I might as well take advantage of what I can find. Other things I'd buy on a regular basis that you can see here in the middle, I've had some people say to me, oh, that's an awful lot of processed food. We share it, we share some with our son, we share some with neighbours. We do like a bit of processed food, we do like our treats. Nothing's organic anymore, But yeah, we're quite happy with how we shop, how we get different things in bulk, and how we pace ourselves throughout the 12-month period and bring things out at a later date and use it. And we've had this way of living for a long, long time, and we're really happy. So let me break this down and give you the price.
We didn't even do that.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I must have missed it off the price list. One extra thing, so it's not included in the total. I've paid 50p for this, and it's truffle salt. and I just quite fancied it, and I thought, well, I'll give that a whirl. Not only can I use that little jar for something again in the future, but I just thought it was different. So that's not even in the breakdown, that's just an extra. I forgot to add it on. And I'm sure that would have cost at least a couple of quid, at least. So anyway, I've personally spent today £27.62. Had I purchased everything you can see here today in the supermarket, that would have cost me £235.96. £235.96. Wow. So the savings for us today are £208.34. Just in savings. So I've spent less than £30 for nearly £236 worth of shopping. Amazing. So each week I generally normally save £100, and you know, over the 4 weeks that's £400 a month I save. Occasionally there's times like these and I'll save an extra £100, but with prepping and putting things away, when the hard times come, because they are going to come, we know they're going to come eventually, we know things are changing in the world, hopefully I'll be able to take care of my family and make sure we're well fed. Whether that's processed food, whether that's put together food, or we go foraging, my family will be fed, and I'm quite happy about that. Okay, thank you for joining us today. Please take care, remember you're loved, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.